Hi guys, welcome back to the Power BI Masterclass. Vincent for this intensive full course training. I'm gonna talk about data preparation, which is a chapters 2. If you haven't watched Data Analyst, please do. And then we're gonna talk about get data from files. Make sure you go watch the introduction. So get data from files in Power BI, right? This is a guide to importing and manage data sources. So introduction to flat files. Okay, organizations often export and store data in flat files, right? For example, like the CSV, right, TXT, okay, fixed white fields, Excel, which is the most common one. And these are what we call flat files that contain single data tables with uniform structure. Basically, they are all tables. Okay. So Power BI and file data sources. Power BI Desktop allows us to import data from various file formats. Right, we can use the get data features to access these resources. Support local and cloud-based file storage. Okay, you can load Excel file, right, into Power BI, or you can load cloud version of Excel file, which is the share drive, OneDrive, SharePoint, right, all this in Excel format into Power BI Desktop. So what are the differences, right? Flat files location options. We got a local storage, right? If you have an Excel, you do some tables in it, that's the local storage because it's stored in your computers, right? Your laptop, your desktop, all right? It doesn't have a link, right? It doesn't have a online link, right? This is best for static data sets, okay? Static. So OneDrive for business, and if you want to connect with clouds, right? OneDrive is actually very good. So OneDrive for business, most of the companies, most of the organizations have OneDrive. So you can use the OneDrive automatically syncs and change in Excel with Power BI. So with OneDrive, with just a link, right? You can edit it online, or edit it anywhere else, and it will sync automatically. Right? It doesn't have to be this laptop. So for local storage, it need to be on a fixed laptop, right? You do it on this laptop, you need to change it on the laptop if you have any data change. And if OneDrive, you can look into your OneDrive anywhere else with internet and then change. Right? OneDrive for personal, right? It's the same for the business. All right, SharePoint. Right? SharePoint is like a sharing across every team, so everyone can change the data and update the data, and then you can load it very easily into Power BI. So recommended storage option, obviously cloud-based more versatile and more flexible, right? Compared to local storage. If you use local storage, if you're using this computer, you need to continue using the same computer because it has a fixed local link, right? Fixed local pathways that connects to the Power BI. But if you have cloud-based or OneDrive or SharePoint, you can change it anywhere else. Or you can even share to other people to change it, right? You can share to your colleagues to update the data, okay? So connecting to data in Power BI, so how to do that? So if you were to open a Power BI desktop, right, go to home and then click on Excel, or you go to get data Excel, it's the same, right? You can click on this or click on this, right? So basically you click on Excel or get data Excel, right? It's the same, and it will pop out where to load your data. So you go to navigate to the local, right? The local file, where is it? And then click on it and press open. Right? After you press open, this navigator panel will pop out, right? This navigator panel, and then you can preview, right? You can preview the data here and the number of tables in that Excel, right? If you have a lot of sheets, there will be a lot of different tables, different sheets here. You can select. You don't really have to load everything. Okay, you load only the data that you wanted, right? So before that, after you select the tables, you can either press load or transform data. So what's the difference? If you press load, it will automatically load into Power BI. And if you want to clean some data and do some, changing the columns name, tables name, I do some cleaning, you go to transform data. By pressing transform data, you open Power Query Editor for data cleaning. So if your data is already clean, you can click on load. And if you want to do some adjustment, click on transform data. Changing the source file. So after you load everything in Power BI, for some reason you want to change the local path, right? Why is that? Because maybe you move the location of the Excel, right? You move from this location to another location, so you need to update, right, the source settings, right, the source file, right? So how do we update that? So basically, you can go to File, Data Source Settings, and then you open this Data Source Settings, click on the original pathway, change source, and browse to the correct source, and click OK, and then it will automatically update the path, right? If you didn't change it and you press refresh, right, it will not relocate your file. So if you change the file, let's say you move your Excel file to somewhere else, you need to do that. Okay? So if you were to, let's say, change the title or the column names, all right, then you will have a warning, right? If the file structure changes, like column names or order changes, right, or the columns, right, you move column 1 to let's say to move it to over here, column B, you move it to column A, right, things like that, then you need to update it, right? You need to update it, or you need to move it back. Either way, right? You need to update it in the Power Query editor, or you update back to the original, right, original structure, right? Always ensures the new file follows the same structures. Okay. So in summary, Power BI supports various files type for data imports. We either can use clouds or local. Right? Cloud is more recommended because you can update it automatically through just opening up your OneDrive in the web. Okay? Power BI allows easy imports and transform of data, keep file structure consistent to avoid breaking of reports. Okay, these are all very important, and I hope you guys learned something new today, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.